Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am going to be sharing with you some of my favorite Bibles, devotionals, those types of things that we use in our homeschool. So stick around. If you are looking for Bibles, kids devotionals, those types of things, this is a collaboration that you are going to want to follow. It is hosted by Emily over at A Woman on a Journey. I will have her channel linked below, as well as the playlist with all of the other moms who are going to be sharing their favorites with you. So I have picked out a couple of the things that we have used, but I do want to say this. We are a gather round family. And so our curriculum has a lot of really kind of devotionals built into it. Specifically, the year 3 units from Gather Round has a family devotional prompt before every lesson in each one of the units. So that is a big one that we use. And it ties in with the lessons. And so we get a lot out of those. I don't have any examples in front of me, but just something to kind of keep in mind. That's really what we use most often. Everything else that I'm going to show you, we just kind of supplement with, and we kind of pick up and read whenever we want to or whenever we need to. So first things first, I'm going to start with my daughter's Bible. I know I've actually shared probably most of these with you guys before, but really kind of in random places and through random videos. So this will be really nice to have it all together. So our Bible, if you have not seen it, is the Seek and Explore Holy Bible. This is NIRV. What I like about this is it's a Bible. There are no, it's not Bible stories, if that makes sense. So that's the actual chapters, the actual verses, the actual books, and I like that. We have like Bible story books, and we've read through those, and my daughter knows, you know, all of the main Bible stories. But when we are doing a devotional or when we are prompted to read something in the Bible, I want her to physically have her own Bible that she can go to the book, she can go to the chapter, and she can find the verses, and she can read it from her Bible. And so that's what I really love with this one. The translation of this is pretty easy for her to follow, as easy as it could be for an almost 6-year-old. And I think it's a good one that she'll be able to grow into. Here at the beginning, it gives you like a treasure hunt. And so there's like different animals that refer to different things or different concepts and things in the Bible. And so as she gets older and she starts really kind of doing Bible studies on her own, I think this will be good for her because she'll be able to kind of go through and really work on those by herself. She's already kind of learned some, if you see here all of the colors, she's already kind of picked up on certain verses, certain books having certain colors and things like that. So yeah, we really like this one. I did snag this from Book Outlet. I don't know if it's still there or not, but it wouldn't hurt to check because Bibles can be a little pricey. So yeah, I would check there. Of course, I have the link for the, $5 off coupon if you've not shopped with Book Outlet. That's in the description, but either way, yeah, this is a good one if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for an actual Bible, not just like a Bible storybook. And at this current time, we are reading one of these prior to doing any of our schoolwork, but that changes kind of as we want to. So anyway, but they're always read aloud and we kind of talk about them together and all that kind of stuff. So first up, this one is very popular, Indescribable, 100 Devotions About God and Science. We went through, oh, look, our bookmark is still in there. So we've gone through several of these. We like these pretty good. Yeah, we just got to a point where we were just kind of taking a break from this one. So we actually haven't picked this one up in a while. There's another one that when it came in, it caught our attention and we've been heavily focused in that one, but this one is good. We did enjoy this when we were going over it. So that one, I believe there's another one in this series also. I don't remember what it's called, but I know he's got at least one other one. There may be more than that in the series. This next one is the one that I would highly suggest. And I'm really glad that we switched from the Indescribable to this book, because it's really good. And so it is I Am 40 Reasons to Trust God. This goes over who God is, the character of God, all of the names of God. It goes through Bible stories and how that teaches us more about God. And it's just good. And that's why I'm glad that we switched from Indescribable. Indescribable was good, but this is like the heart and the meat of the gospel and of growing that relationship. And so I'm really glad that we kind of transitioned to really kind of start here, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, I love it. Of course, again, illustrations are beautiful. It starts with it starts Old Testament and then goes New Testament. So it gives you the story there. And then at the end, it tells you, what does this mean? So, you know, how does it apply to my life? And then it gives you another verse, you know, some more verses you could read to learn more about, and then what happens next. So kind of a little preview of what is going to happen after that. It's so good, y'all. It's so good. And we are more than halfway finished. And I'm gonna be a little sad when we're done with this one. But yeah, highly suggest. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I got this one off of Book Outlet as well. Again, because I had heard a lot of good things about it, but I just didn't know if I wanted to spend the money because I wasn't sure. We were already doing the Indescribable, but found it on Book Outlet. Super cheap, grabbed it. Totally worth it. These next resources that I'm going to share with you, we have a couple of different things from this company. I actually have more things from the company than I have for my daughter. I have them personally for me. And that's Daily Grace Co. I'm quite sure you guys have probably heard of them as well. And I know you guys have seen me talk about these little cards here. I know I have shared them several times. These are just really good. It's a good way to kind of change things up from reading a book and new conversation. You can use them as memory verses or whatever. So I have here Little Truths for Big Hearts. And so these are theology cards. And then I just did a hole punch, and then these are like little rings off of Amazon. But it just gives you a term and then the definition. So these are really good for memory work if you wanted to, or just to kind of read over and learn. You could do, you know, kind of repetition with those. You just kind of keep going through and eventually they'll stick. Next is the gospel conversation cards. These are just that. So it gives you a topic and a verse to go along with it. And then it gives you a question on the back to talk about that topic. And so same thing here. And questions. Sometimes it's one question, sometimes it's two questions, just kind of depends. But these are really good ones. Where's the, oh man, now I've already lost, there it is. I lost the cover. All right, so those are gospel conversation cards. And then the last one that we have is the Fruit of the Spirit verse cards. Obviously, it gives you a fruit. Oh, there are all of the fruits. And then fruit, and then the verses on the back. So again, you could use those for memory verse or just to kind of refresh, however you want to use those, but we really like those. Daily Grace has a lot of good stuff, and they have stuff on sale all the time. So if you do not use Daily Grace, I highly recommend looking into them. Once we get through with this, I want to go to Not Consumed and maybe get a few more of her Bible studies and kind of pick back up on those. And that's what we originally started with. So first up, we did the Obey. I did do the digital, and obviously I printed myself because I was thinking, you know, I'd save a little bit of money in the shipping and all of that stuff, which I did, but quite honestly, it was worth it to just get the printed version because it came with like cute little bookmarks and little stickers and just like fun little extra things that made it worth it. So I have, we started with Obey, and then we did the Do Right. These are really, really good. They're very simple and easy. It just goes through your reading prompts. Here, it gives you verses to look up, which, like I said, that's why I like having the Bible, so that I can say, okay, find 1 John 3:4. She can flip through in her Bible, find 1 John 3:4 and read it, and then we can go through. And then this is the primary level, and so it's always like, you know, draw something that you learned, or draw some of God's laws, and then a prayer at the end. So very simple and very easy, but we really enjoyed these. Those are our favorites. Those are things that have worked well for us. Don't forget to look in the description for the playlist. I am looking forward to seeing what everyone else has because, yeah, we are going to be finishing up with this I Am fairly soon, and I want to add a few more things in for kind of a Bible study devotional type thing. So if that is also what you guys need, make sure you check out the playlist. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.